All right, we've been absolutely inundated with Horus Heresy updates for the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Yep.
All the influencers are getting their boxes.
We're all getting them.
Which means the pre-order thing is imminent. I'm going to go ahead on a limb and guess that this Sunday coming up, we're going to probably see... this video might be coming out after, but we'll see. Mm-hmm. We're probably going to see the preview come up. So we figured we'd do a predictions video. We want to just talk about, is this release going to explode? Whoa! Boom!
How do you have so much energy from that?
Just finished my decaf coffee. Okay. I'm full of energy.
You can't sit. People are going to cancel us now.
I'm the Bert. I have to rattle your Ernie or whatever.
Yeah, right.
No, other way around. I'm the...
Huh?
Wait, which one's the one that hates talking to people?
I don't know.
That's Bert. No, I'm Ernie. You're Bert. Yeah, I'm Ernie. I'm the energized.
This is already a disaster.
Hey, Bert.
Okay.
So what's it gonna be? Are we gonna? Is this based on? You can tell GW's putting a ton into it, like of just effort into like promoting this and marketing. They're not talking about anything else right now. No. It's just Horus Heresy. They've shown off a ton of rules. Yeah. They're starting to do the faction focus this week. Like Mechanicum was today.
They definitely didn't have. They definitely didn't fly anyone in for a B-roll thing or whatever.
Thank God.
They learned their lesson.
So
with
cringe.
That
What a waste of money that was.
That was bad. Yeah.
Oof. Yeah.
What am I predicting? First of all, is it going to do well? Check. Yes. It is going to do on the scale of bad, fine, good, really good, amazing.
Okay, let's tier this, okay?
Yes.
Okay, 40K launch. Okay.
Right.
And then AOS launch.
Mm-hmm.
Kill Team launch.
Oh, okay.
Because Kill Team, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Because it's kind of its own big thing now.
Yeah.
And then Old World launch.
You put Kill Team above Old World?
I did.
Oh, wow.
Did we sell more Kill Team last month than Old World?
Oh, we always sell more Kill Team.
Just trying to be honest here. So where do you slot Horus Heresy in?
It's going to be below 40K and above AOS, I think, actually.
Wow.
At our store, at
yeah,
least.
yeah.
I think so.
Which is saying something.
Or, but not like if AOS is here, it's like just like a sliver. It's
going to edge it?
It's just a little edge. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, time will tell. It depends, because I think we still moved 20 Skaven Tides or something, or...
You don't have to. You don't have, and that's the thing with this box. It's going to be probably like close to 400. So like you don't have to sell as many.
No.
And the Horus Heresy release has the added pain of like
there's a lot of extra stuff you have.
You are lighting people up.
It is like the least batteries included thing I've ever seen. Yeah, it's
my God.
It is very much that you go to buy a thing and I guess the best amount, either you're buying sports equipment or if you've ever gone to buy a serious camera, it's like you go in, you're like, I'd like this camera, please, and they're like, here's the body of the camera, and you're like, well, where's the rest? And they're like, it's all separate.
It's add-ons, baby.
Add-ons, yeah. You gotta buy. You're like, there's no lens, and they're like, how are you gonna take pictures or whatever? You're like, how are you gonna see? You're like, okay.
These skates come with no blades.
Yeah, they come with no blades. Like it's like stuff like that. Like you're like, it's like buying a car and there's no steering wheel or something. Everything has to be added on because it's custom. Because they're like, well, are you a trader? Are you a loyalist? Are you a mechanicum? Are you a solar
human guy?
Are you all of these things?
Are you a knight?
Do you want
to Titan?
Or do you want to just digest the entire rule set and know what everything does so you can kill your friends?
Yeah, this is what we would call a book-heavy release.
Very heavy.
Yeah.
Very book-heavy.
So this particularly targets, existing hobbyists that are going to continue playing Horus Heresy, right? So yes. I think GW knows we're all saps or whatever, and we're
especially the Heresy group.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we're already
we'll buy everything and anything. It's just like
a new mark of armor. All right, give me 40.
Right? Yeah. They just. I don't know if it has to do with the fact that all of this was gatekept behind a forge-rolled, stupid, way too expensive, crappy model, resin thing for decades that we're just like, every time they give us a plastic thing, we're like, I have to buy it.
I think that you're probably right. There's like an elite. I think the foundations of Horus Heresy, because they started in this like elitist, insular club of people that could afford the Horus Heresy stuff. I think it has that.
I don't play Space Marines. I play Horus Heresy.
Horus Heresy. You have to roll your R's when you Horus. Like you're an elf in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. They're like, you wouldn't. Yeah.
You correct people on the. You collect people on how to pronounce the names or whatever.
Yes.
It's Abaddon.
No. Yeah. You wouldn't know.
Abaddon.
You play 40. You play the kids game. I play Horus Heresy.
We don't pronounce him like that in this game.
True.
Yes. Yeah. Pinky's out, gentlemen. Pinky's out. Mm-hmm. I think you're right. I think there is a level of like elitism to it, mostly because like. Let's be honest about a couple things. Like, number one is like it's expensive, right? So it's I'm not saying you don't get good value for what you're buying, but like in general, like
look, I only play 4,000 points or
I don't play a-holes like this or whatever. That cause this problem.
I will not play anything less.
I only have my product has to be on the table, so we got to play big games or whatever. Yeah, it's totally. Totally part of the culture or whatever, which is awesome. We love that about that's why we love the game.
We're playing Istvan 2 or 3 or
this is the 3. This is drop site.
I know. This is drop site. Like,
we got to match our basing.
Determine what? Yeah.
Unless one of your friends goes rogue and does a winter basing for some reason.
He's playing Space Wolves.
They don't fight on their own planet.
No, but.
They're just running drills at home or whatever.
I don't know.
Which is appropriate because no one wants to play John anyway.
No, they don't. Well, you really like doxed him there or whatever.
Doxed?
No, but yeah, I don't know. It's weird. If he did them in the gray scheme, this is such a tangent. I would be fine with anything, but he's doing the blue. You gotta snow. We gotta give him snow.
Just annoyed,
He's just annoyed. He's just. I mean, look,
I'm not saying it doesn't look good.
Joke's on him. He's painting a whole like section Legion that is just staying home. They're not even in the.
It's true. Yeah.
He's just
not even participating.
But
so why do you think this one's going to do well?
I wasn't sure it would originally because I was like, what are you gonna like? I appreciate that there is still obviously a good amount of stuff to be made in plastic. They made a lot, and there's still a lot to go. But I just was like, is that going to be enough? Because I think the main thing about the last edition is that box was such a Kickstarter for people to get into Heresy finally. And it wasn't like the Prospero Burn or the Betrayal of Calth, which were just these like also great boxes, but they had nothing to back them up. It was just like, here's your Marines and Terminators and some rule books. It was actually not even rule books. No. You had to still
straight to Forge World.
You then had to go straight to Forge World or make your own stuff or 3D print it. So the launch box or the starter box or whatever you want to call it, this past edition was like just so good, and we got lots of new people finally playing the game, and the game grew immensely. Take a note, Old World or whatever, if like Games Workshop really wants that to take
God
off.
forbid they make a starter set for that game.
Please. Yeah. And so the Saturn 9, you see the Saturn 9, you're like, look, the cool factor is obviously way up there, like no question. But it feels a little more like, I'm like, is everyone gonna love everything in here? It's not quite the other box has like Marines and a Contemptor and a Spartan and Terminators, and it's such a like build your own adventure. This one feels more like specific,
right?
Like you either like them or you don't, and even the Mark IIs are like a little.
That's to me what I was originally thinking. Like, oh, maybe this one won't be as big or whatever. Right?
And then I knew right away. My brain was like, oh, they're gonna have us buy new books.
Yeah.
And is that gonna annoy people a little? Because this is a base of customers who is used to like buying nice big books, big beautiful books that last some time. So here we're in like the 3-year cycle.
Yeah.
And it's like it's not just a couple of books; it's all the books.
The collection.
And it sounds like now also, although this will probably contribute to its success more than deter, that the army list writing is going to be completely revamped. So you're going to build brand new armies effectively with new combinations of units, and so you're probably going to be going back to the wall and buying more stuff, which is good for the store. But you could argue that could deter some people. But I guess Horus Heresy they like collecting giant armies anyway, so maybe that's
and you think about like what's come out since the 3-year period now.
Yeah.
Like the fact that like if you were to jump in, like the one thing that this release will have that's better than the last release, I think the box set you could objectively say is probably not as good of a starter set.
It's not.
Doesn't have the Spartan tank, doesn't have the Contemptor Dreadnought.
It's just like less versatile.
It's less versatile, right? Yeah. But still, like you still get 40 Marines, you still get some Termy guys. But one thing that's happened in these 3-year period of all the kits that have come out, when you think about like all the Marines, the jump pack guys, the different Terminators, the different armies, the Leviathan Dreadnoughts, the different tank kits, this time there's just that, even if you generate like new interest in the game, which is what it's hopefully going to do for new players, they don't have to buy the box set anymore. There's so many other things to buy.
Yeah.
That's what could like put this release like a bit more over the top, right?
Yeah.
Now, saying that, everything's out of stock right now.
Yeah.
Because it's already kind of happened, right?
Yeah.
So,
they've been holding boxes back or reboxing or whatever.
The period for us, at least, leading up to this release actually has been quite good. Where like people are buying a lot of kits in preparation. Like the one nice thing about the Horus Heresy community, at least where we have it, I think this is generally true, is because people are more collectors than they are, just match play guys or whatever, like where they, getting ready for their next tournament. People are okay kind of speculating on something like being good, right? Like they're a bit more like, I'm just going to pick these tanks up because I think they're going to be cool.
Yep. You know what's funny too is Horus Heresy is such an interesting case study because it was such a cool setting that was not fully supported for most of its life until like in the last 5 years. There was like, it has probably the most robust 3D printer, library that you can think of. And like you can print everything and anything you can think of. Someone's designed like very good files for virtually every unit in the game almost. And yet the plastic equivalents all do super well, which really goes to show if they make it, people are still more willing to buy those because it's just like they just look better, easier to build.
And
it's just interesting that this is one of those what they've done with that is a little tie into our like other video from this week with the Old World is like how much more successful Old World could be if they just like put the same energy into it. Anyway, it's like a little maybe
I'm not convinced.
Oh my god! Wow.
I mean, like,
see, I'm good cop. He's bad.
Yeah, I am bad cop in the situation. Like, Horus Heresy has like the 50 book best-selling series behind it or whatever. Just smashing success or whatever.
Very strong. Yeah.
It's like
Allure is
fishing
incredible.
Fishing with dynamite or whatever.
Really yeah. It's gonna do well. They've got lots in the pipe. They're gonna have like nice releases.
Hope they made a lot.
Hope they made a lot.
Hope they printed a lot of books.
I hope they did.
That's going to be the one thing we'll see is I really hope they printed a lot of books.
The books are the ones you want to make important. You make sure you get books in everyone's hands. Yeah.
They're so important. Like people want to start playing. They have armies. If the books are super low allocated, that's going to be a nightmare.
I mean, look, they've gotten their third pillar. I think it's unequivocally their third, like, well, maybe tied with Kill Team, but like when the Horus Heresy gets a new ed, like people are, like I feel like it's I don't know what 3 years from now will look like, like what else they're gonna invent, but it's I don't really see it bombing or whatever.
No, I think it's a pretty safe release, and I think they've actually by doing this, like going back to like early war thing that they've done, they have like kind of extended their life a little bit. Like there are, and when you go through like even the Legion book we have already from like last edition, there's tons of units in there like that they still have to make. Like we're talking about all the airplanes for all the factions. That's like you could say that's like almost a year of releases right there. Like the way that they stretch it out. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. We're talking like, and then the fact that they're doing like different marks of assault marines, that's pretty awesome. Like this like playing on different marks thing. Do you think we could get to a place where they start to make plastic versions of elite units for different factions? I think so. That's probably in the future at some point, right? Yeah.
I mean, as crazy as it sounds, like a full Heresy model range would rival the 40k wall in terms of like shelf space required. You know,
probably
get all the planes in elite units, and
it's their never-ending strategy to take over every hobby store.
Like seriously, like oh my God. I don't know if it would. It probably wouldn't sell overall as well as 40k just for the lack of diversity and variety. But yeah, there's just so much equipment. Like, yeah, no, they've done it. They've done really well harnessing. Like I said, my one thing I would please want more of is even before elite units would be the smart choice. Having boxes of elite units that you can just come and buy, like coming and buying your Red Butchers or Siege Tyrants or whatever, is just more characters, please. Just give me more plastic.
That's characters. Where they really could just flexible plastic characters.
Even before even we get to Primarchs, just like first captains and named this
apothecaries.
There's got to be like lieutenants and all these guys you can make that just you can sprinkle in your armies.
They're really hurting on that side.
They're
for sure.
just not enough cool HQs to it's all generic.
It's such an easy thing too because like you can see the tie-overs. Like people would be buying them for their Space Marines armies and stuff like that too, Chaos armies, whatever, to kit bash and stuff. So
never get enough.
It's that's leaving just like money on the table for sure. Yeah. So. But yeah, I mean, the other side to it is, I don't know.
Yeah. Wow.
It left my brain.
Whoosh.
Completely gone. Completely gone. That's okay. It happens once in a while.
Yeah. Now, I still don't think like I wouldn't, we say this lots of times in previous videos. I don't think I would order like, 1 billion copies of Saturn 9 boxes.
No.
You do as an LGS. You got to be a little careful with that for sure.
It's also worth remembering that this is not a limited box, so like it's going to be around for a couple years. So there's not going to be any like, if there's any FOMO attached to it, it'll be because it was like intentionally short printed, which I don't think they would do. So I don't know that there's going to be much FOMO on this thing, other than the fact that it's an exciting box of models. It has a rule book in it. Like I know a lot of our customers are like, well, it's got the rule book in it, and unlike other games' rule books, this rule book actually is super useful.
Yeah. Oh, it's a rule book. It's like it might be the most important rule book of all their properties because 40k and AOS are so slim and downloadable and all that. But games like Old World and Heresy, you need to own that book. That is not an optional buy.
Yeah.
And so, the real selling point of the Saturn 9 is, look, you might as well get a huge, incredible, ridiculous value of like dollars to whatever, like what you get. It's still probably, it looks like, I guess it's probably another 2,000 points worth of guys.
Yeah, I mean, the
book is normally 85, 89.
The way I look at it is like 40 Space Marines that's like $200.
If anyone wants to say 85. Like, I already have 100 Marines, I don't need 40 more. Shut up. Yes, you do. You have no, like, you're gonna burn them on so many things because of this new edition. We've already seen it in the rules.
Yeah.
There's so many special weapons choices that you ignored that you're not going to ignore now. You're going to need those bodies for rotor cannons and Volkite and heavy bolters and missile, whatever. All these weapon options that you poo-pooed last time because they were suboptimal or whatever, or because you don't have a slot for it. The new 4-star chart, it really does enable you to like dabble more in these little squads, and also the point scoring. The objective scoring is like you need line troops, and one of the best, most competitive units in the game is going to be 20 Marines on the bottom floor of a building, hiding in the corner, standing on the objective, just putting 6 points in the bank every turn. They just got bolters and an Auspex or something. They're just like, that's all they're doing.
Dirty tactic.
And you're also going to want flamethrowers again. Flamethrowers are back with a vengeance. So
yeah, I have to commend. That's what I forgot to.
You're going to need those.
I got to commend the rules writing team. Like it does really seem like they've, at least just based on what we've seen, like our group is like really liking all the changes, and it does look like it's going to be a really like interesting game to play. So good job on their part.
Yeah. They I was wondering how they were going to change and balance the game and make more things like exciting and that you want to take. And really, they seem to have really. Nah, it's not for the faint of heart. There's a lot of studying you got to do.
No, it's you know, they've definitely embraced the fact that this is like a game for you know, veteran hobbyists or whatever that want a little chunkier
lawyers,
experience.
people who like to read a lot.
They want to examine their whole weapon table and be like, which specific thing am I going to give my character? So yeah, I think it's going to do well. I think it's going to do
20 minutes to just say it's going to do great. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. Yep.
Yeah. I think that's it. That's it. Nothing.
There's just old guys in the corner
here.
being like, "How come Chris
they
can't
just
talk like
love
this?"
fest with horse heresy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if I just sold 20 Cathay boxes, I'd be in a different mood. I think, right? Like, let's be real here. I just unfortunately.
Are you saying your excitement for products is tied directly to how well they sell in the store or whatever? Are you guilty of that?
Yes. I am saying that. Yeah. I am exactly saying that. Yeah. I mean, I'd be more insulated if my paycheck didn't depend on it. You know,
like to being a store owner. Yeah. Why did you guys hate this product? Yeah. Because it didn't do anything for me. How am I supposed to eat?
Exactly.
Heresy's gonna allow me to eat a little, at least for another month or whatever.
Hope you guys enjoyed that rambly session. You can check out our other hobby channel where we do more like reviews and product stuff and actual hobbying. Lords of War Hobby channel. And you can check us out on Patreon if you want to support us or just have a more direct conversation with us, ask us questions, that sort of thing. That's where we do that. So thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.